Okay.
Isn't that funny? Now you gotta accept to continue the
Yes.
meeting being recorded. That's kind of dumb.
Right. I was like, what's this?
I know. Okay. So how are you guys doing? Are you guys
Not
doing good?
bad.
Just
Okay.
busy? It's been like a busy summer, huh? For a lot of people.
Right.
It's like
Wow.
a lot of things going on, right?
Yes. All at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so announcements. Well, we know, right? We have that $100 weekly bonus to get 5 customers. Steps to success. We want to complete those. I have a few more to put. I have mine right here. And then I'm starting a second one with customers. But I have I'm using all the potentials that I have. I have to follow up with all these people between today and tomorrow. But just, having that goal of finishing your steps to success is huge. Because even if we don't realize it, we can move forward in our business when we complete our steps to success just by getting 6 customers and 3 distributors every month. And, we all hear that there's a lot of people mass enrolling, but you don't have to be a mass enroller. You can just do the simple steps to success and you'll be able to move forward in this business and get to the top. Okay. That's always my minimum goal, and it should be yours too. Then what else? Anything else going on? We have the September on virtual conference. I'm not gonna travel anywhere. I'm just gonna stay home, and I know I want to do something with anyone that wants to come, so I will start making plans if anyone is gonna come to maybe, I don't know, book a hotel room and we can watch it there. I know that a lot of our team cannot come because they're caretakers and they can't leave their kids behind or stuff like that. So it's kind of hard for me to plan something when maybe the majority of the team can't come. I know Kathy is local. I know Saran wanted to come. And I don't know about Lori. She's a maybe, not sure yet. But if any of you are able to, I would love to get together and just do a virtual, watch it on either not here in my house, but maybe in a hotel room, and we can get food and just have some time with the team. It'll be fun, I think. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, and that I already kind of mentioned this yesterday, but it's just sharing our story every day is so important for our business. Just because, when we ask people to join our teams, yeah, that's our first step, right? We're offering them the business, we're sending them information when they say yes. But then when we don't really talk about what this business has done for us on our Facebooks profile, then they don't really know what, there's not really something that will attract them to joining your team, because they need to see facts. They need to see what's helping this, what's this business helping you with? What is this business gonna do for you? And by sharing our story, either, those lengthy posts that we can share, all our story, basically, what this business, before this business, why did you join? What were your insecurities about it? And then now what you're doing, what it has done for you, or what it will do for you. Those lengthy posts will also help because people will read those. But then there's also that option where you can just pick, one second. There's also that option where you can just pick, one thing this business has done for you. And then you can say, oh, I'm so excited that this business has allowed us to be able to buy groceries every week, or be able to pay for this bill every month, or be able to pay gas. hold on, Ari. And so those short ones will be like, sometimes are the ones that attract the most people, because everyone is wanting something extra a month to pay for gas, to pay for groceries, to pay a bill, to pay their utilities. And those are necessities. Those are things that we need every month. And when someone sees that you are able to pay for those things from this business, um, they will be more attracted to join you because they want that. I know that Kathy does that a lot with her groceries. She gets a picture of like her groceries, like in her trunk, or her receipt and her It Works pay card. And she takes a picture and she shows, that she's able to buy groceries that week because of this business. And that's awesome. A lot of people like take a picture of the pump, the gas pump, and they say, well, this business has allowed us to fill our tank this week with gas. I mean, gas is so pricey in a lot of places that that's a necessity, and we need to get to work, or we need to get to places, and this business can allow that for someone. Even if they're just starting and they earn like their first $50 check or something, that can fill up a tank of gas on a car for someone. Um, so just make sure that you're always sharing your story every single day. It can be something so simple. It doesn't have to be this huge story that this business has been able to do these huge things for you, because we're all in different stages of the business. Yes, a lot of people have been able to pay off debt or buy their dream house or buy their dream car, but I'm not even in that stage yet. I am just, working this business so that I can earn that extra paycheck to help for bills, to help for car insurance, clothes for our kids, save, bills. And that's what this business has allowed us to do. Without it, I would have to get a job, like a 9-to-5 job, to be able to cover this, what I pay with this business. So don't feel like, your small paycheck, if it's small, will not attract people, because it will. Just anything will attract people if you share about it, but you got to share about it. You got to get yourself out there and talk about it. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? So I've been doing something. I mean, I've been waking up early every day, but lately in the summer, I was getting kind of lazy, and I was waking up like right at 7. Power hour starts at 7:30, and I was like rushing during the morning, and it was not something that I liked. And so I started reading The Miracle Morning, and let me show you. It's an Audible that I started just listening to it. And it's really easy to listen to. And it's changed like my perspective in the mornings. That's the book. You can buy the book or you can just read it, listen to it on Audibles. And he just talks about how he needed to change his morning routine, because he would be like waking up, getting ready, and rushing out the door without really doing anything intentional with his morning. And he just started to make that change. He says he started waking up like an hour earlier in the mornings. He would like read a devotion or his scriptures, read a book that would teach him something, exercise, and just have that time of meditation alone without any distractions of anything, right? I mean, we all have kids or grandkids, or we have spouses. And, once everyone is up in the house, things start going, kids are starting to talk to you. I mean, my kids are constantly, Mom, look at this, Mom, this, Mom. And I'm like, my head gets huge, because they're like always wanting to tell me stuff. And I'm like, guys, I'm working, or guys, I'm doing this. But when I started waking up again early, I put up my clock at 5:30 in the morning. I wait till my husband gets ready for the day and he leaves. And then I wake up myself and get ready. I shower, get ready right off the bat, make my bed, and then I go to my living room and I read from my scriptures, my devotion. I listen to this book on Audibles for a little bit, and then I'm able to sit down at my desk before power hour starts, and then maybe do a few things like getting a head start on tasks like messaging for DTs, or messaging, or like sending out the happy birthdays and things like that. And literally this week has been so nice because Adeline wakes up around 7:30ish, like right when power hour starting, she's waking up. And I have had an hour and a half of alone time to do those things that I want to do on my own without anyone distracting me. And it's been so nice. And I know we all have different schedules, and I know we all have different routines, but if you're able to do that, just try it out, because it does really change your morning and your day. He says that people that wake up in the morning and have all this time, at least an hour for themselves to do things before their day starts, they're more likely to be successful at whatever they're doing, just because they are not stressed. They're starting the day off, on a good note. And I've actually, have noticed the difference, because my day goes smoothly. I do feel sometimes stressed, because of the kids and things here and there. But personally, I am able to do all those things on my own in the quiet of my house. And he says that something about being in the quiet of a house, in the silence of a house, gets you like, it gives you more energy, like more energy for that day, because it like renews you, and you're not like thinking about anything really. You're just trying to take it all in. And I felt that. So if you're able to read this, read it. And he talks about an experience he had. He had a car accident. He died and came back to life. And that's after all of that, he lost everything. Like, he was a really successful person, and he was kind of cocky about it, So I think that with the accident he had, he learned that he had to humble himself. And he lost everything. He went bankrupt. He lost his house. He lost everything at all. And after he got better, and after he got his businesses back up running, that's when he changed like his morning routine. And that's why he came up with this book, because a lot of people have benefited from what he teaches in the book. So that's like something, you can do for your self-development in the mornings. Just listen to 10 or 15 minutes of it. And then also another thing that I started doing was journaling. I know there's like different Zooms that people are doing, like Melissa Dean, she does one about mindset in the mornings. But there's so many Zooms already that I don't want to get into another one. So I just started doing this on my own while I listened to his book. I bought this little journal, and I just started writing about the book, about things that catch my attention, but then also about my life. But one thing that I wrote when I started reading the book, he says that focus, productive, successful mornings generate focus, productive, successful days. Okay. So if we have a focused, productive, successful morning, we will have a focused, productive, successful day. And that's how I've been feeling, that I have a very productive, successful day when I have those kind of mornings. And that really caught my eye when he said that. So he says that focused, productive, and successful mornings, like I said, create focused, productive, successful days, which inevitably create a successful life, in the same way that unfocused, unproductive, and mediocre mornings generate unfocused, unproductive, mediocre days, and ultimately a mediocre quality of life. I mean, that's kind of like a strong point that he makes, but when we wake up in our day, when we wake up late, you know, that saying that, you know, I woke up late and my day just has not gone good at all, and people get home and things still are not good. It's because maybe they woke up late, they woke up all in a hurry, going to work in a rush, all stressed, and then the day doesn't go good because everything started in the wrong side of the bed, like they say. So that's just something to think about if you're struggling with that. So that's what I wanted to just share with you guys. Do you guys have any questions or anything you want to share with us? Anything that's working for you that you're seeing that you're getting, you know, more host to post up or more potentials or perhaps more customers? Anything that you guys want to share so that I'm not the only one talking?
But you're not the only one talking, but I think I shared with you privately that, you know, the gummies host to post, a lot of people think that it's free.
Yeah.
And it's not. So we have all these great grand conversations. You know, my host to post for the gummies had blew up the other day. And so it was like over 40 some odd comments. And you know, a lot of the people, the majority, it was, you know, it was free. So otherwise I've had some conversations with people, but you know, a lot of people say they're going to order. I've sent the link, I've followed up, I've offered the free product, but nothing. So I think it's just a matter of finding the right mix and network. I think we talked about that. So, you know, it's just getting in the right network, because this particular network, a lot of people think it's free and it's
Exactly.
not. And they're like, you should take that down. And it says tester. I said, right, it doesn't say free. You know, and so I just basically say it's asking if you would volunteer, meaning that you have interest in doing something like that. We're not saying it was free. Nowhere in the thing,
Exactly.
you know, did it ever say it was free. So it's just a lack of comprehension and, you know, people that just clearly cannot read, but they can't even read when you send them the pricing script. So,
yeah.
You know.
And a lot of that is the network, because I like in our leaders chat, some ladies have fallen into networks where they think it's free, and I've fallen into networks where people think if it's free, but the majority don't. So the majority say, how much is it? You know, so it's not the post that's leading them in the wrong way. It's their thinking. Because they want everything to be free. I mean, we're running a business. We can't just give free product. If not, we're not making money ourselves. So,
Right.
and that's why that's what I feel to tell people sometimes. So I have to restrain myself, because it's just their mindset. It's just them thinking that everything has to be free because they deserve it to be free. And like I said, one lady asked me, and I said, well, this is for people to volunteer to become a customer and try the product for 90 days with my discount. It's not, unfortunately, it's not free. And they stopped talking to me, and I don't care. I just move on, because I know that I'm going to find the people that are going to buy and that are not going to think it's free.
You know, I was going to say something, you know, those kind of people are the ones that are trouble anyways.
Yes.
Because I have had people like that. And then they're like, well, I thought you said it was this and that. And I never said nothing. So whenever I get people like that, I just automatically block them. I don't want nothing to do with them because they've already given me a headache.
Exactly. And then if they don't get results, then they come back to you and ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. So I don't want to deal with that. And it's just like Kelly says, you find those people and you say bye. And I'll tell you, like last week, I have unfriended so many people, but I got a whole bunch of new people. Problem is that, and then I have a lot of people saying, yeah, I'll do this and that. Problem is commitment. You know, I'm trying to get them to commit. I'm still working on them and they're still talking to me. So, but yeah, I've gotten rid of a lot of people that are negative because I don't need any more negativity on my posts or on my, you know, or on my team, period.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I always wanted to say that because you know what, just get rid of them. Don't worry about it because you know there's more fish out there that want to try these products and they're coming to us too. So
and just, and what Lori was saying, that she's been sending links to people, but they're
Yeah.
not following through, you know.
Yeah.
I just think that sometimes, just to get us out of the way, they say, oh, send me the link or send me the website, but then they never end up ordering. So
Right.
that's why they always, and we might send that to so many people, okay? Because I do. Yesterday, I was talking to this lady from the morning till the evening, and she was just, I was about to just be like, you know what, I'm done with you, because she's like, I want to try the product, but I'm a little skeptic about ordering from your link. I'm like, it's just like ordering from any other website. It's just like buying product from any other website that you do. And I said, don't you buy from Amazon all the time? She's like, no, my daughter does it for me. And I'm like, well, I mean, you seem to want the product because you say you want it. So follow through and place the order. I mean, I didn't say that, but that's what I thought.
Well, that's what you wanted to say. And
Yeah.
yesterday I saved a sale, that customer I got last night. I had saved it because, you know, she wanted the link. She said, yeah, when I get some time, I'll order. And then, so I sent a follow-up. I sent like pre-follow-ups last night. And then she responded, and she was quite candid, which I told her, I appreciate your candidness. I said, however, you know, this is how it works, blah, blah, blah. And she's like,
yeah,
okay, I'll try. And I'm like, okay, great. This is what I need. So she ended up giving me a digit off on her credit card. So I had to call her. So I just used the cell phone number she gave, and I called her. Oh, I just got a customer. So I just saw it come through. And so she was like, okay. So I had to call her, and we were talking, and, you know, I think she felt reassured once we were on the phone. And she was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry I gave you the wrong number. I'm like, no worries. I figured it would just be easy to call you, you know, instead of waiting for you to respond. And I got like my computer up, you know, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. So, I mean, it was just a matter of going the extra mile without a script and saying, oh, this is what it is, you know, and she really appreciated that, and it cleared it up.
And sometimes it does take an extra mile. Like today, I had this lady. She's an older lady, and she's actually from Puerto Rico. So I was talking to her, and she wanted to do it herself on the website. So I sent her the shopping cart link, right? But then she was having trouble, and I said, you know what? Send me your information. If you trust me, send me your information, and I'll place it for you. And she hesitated a little, but she's like, okay, let me get my information. And then I'm like, you can trust me. I'm not a bad person. And she's like, no, I've seen your page. I know. But I just had to reassure her several times because, you know, I mean, I would feel the same way, I think, right? But she was like, so she's interested. She was interested 2 days ago, and she's like, okay, message me on Friday. I will have the money then. And so we've become friends, and I was able to place her order. But, you know, there's just going to be those that, I mean, I talk to so many people, and a lot of those people have never ordered, you know, even if they said they would. But then I've also had people that tell me, okay, I will contact you. And they have actually contacted me like a month later, and I had already forgotten about them. And they're like, oh, I'm ready now. And I'm like, ready for what?
Yeah, I get that too. Yep. You're like, what?
And then,
Surprise.
you know, so it's just a matter of getting into new conversations every single day, because we don't want to be waiting around for those people that said they would order. They will order, because those, like today, I got a lady right from my wrap post from last night, and she ordered right away, and I had never talked to her. So you're going to get those. You're going to get those that are going to message you back a month later because they have the money and they're interested. You're going to get those that said they will order, but they never do. I mean, Kelly talks about it all the time. She's like, yeah, I've been talking to this person for the last 2 years and she still hasn't ordered. So it's just totally normal. Everyone goes through that. But the ones that are enrolling every day is because they're just getting into new conversations every single day. And getting into those people or networks that have the money right away and don't think it's free, and they are just willing to spend the money, you know. So that's just a matter of doing that. Like yesterday, I didn't talk to a lot of people, but I've talked to a lot of people all week long. But then this morning, you know, I've had these follow-ups, and people have been wanting to buy it. And it's just also maybe the time of the month, maybe they don't have the money yet, so they don't really tell you anything. They just leave you on red. But that's how this business is. That's how sales is, right? When we ourselves go to a store and we want something so bad, but we don't have the money, we just go and look at this, whatever. I mean, I do that, and then leave. So it's the same thing with us. Sometimes people will be like, I really want it, but I don't have the money. And then they just leave your website. And
I get a lot of that too. Yeah.
Back, you know,
a lot of it lately is the commitment pushback, you know, but
yeah,
I think just taking the time, and even though it's sometimes a PITA, but just to say, well, that's how you get the best benefit. Plus you get the membership waived. And it's, you know, it's not scriptural saying it. It's more of, you know, talk to text, you know how I do. And so you just tell them that way, and they seem to get it better than all the emojis and all that other stuff. Because sometimes they're just like, is this a real person with all these emojis? But yeah, I get it. And sometimes you do have the spirit of defeat or neglect or, you know, unsuccessful because you keep running into the challenged market. But I mean, as I minister to whoever's listening, and I minister to myself, is that we have to keep going, because we know it's just like a dip in the road. It's not the road itself.
Yeah.
So, you know,
like for example,
going.
You know, I've said this before, March, April, May were good months for me. But then suddenly, like this month, I've been struggling a little. And I've just had to, hold on here. I've just had to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm done with my friend list. Where am I gonna message now? What am I gonna do now? Because yes, I'm adding new friends, but then Facebook is blocking me. Like today, I couldn't add any friends because I added like 3 people, and then already that little message came up, and I couldn't add any more. So what I started doing was I downloaded my whole friend list again, okay? Because I know that throughout the year, I've been adding new people that maybe I missed that accepted me, and I might have been already down here, and they are up here on my list. So I started just printing the group of letters. So I started with the J's, and I'm now messaging again all the J's, and running into people that are new that I've never talked to, or that maybe like missed my initial HAP ask. And so I'm using the new one they're using now, the one that says, hi, Courtney. I am, what is it? It's like not doing the HAP ask anymore. It's something different now.
The one from Tessie where it says, hey, would you mind putting up a post for my giveaway or something this month?
Yeah, this one.
I've been using that one instead of hey, ask me a favor.
Yeah, like the one, would you mind sharing a post for me that I give you, and in return I can enter you into my July cash giveaway. Yeah, that's the one I've been using.
I have better turnaround with that.
Because
me too. I've been, and then putting their name in it. If I put their name in it and anything, they seem to respond so much better. Because then well, she's, she knows who I am, or she's, saying my name instead of hey girl, or hey,
you just didn't copy and paste.
So
and keep it moving.
Unless I've already talked to them before, then that's different. And then I won't, say their name.
Yeah.
So,
but the HAP ask, the 2-part one with the favor, can I ask you for a favor? That one's not working anymore for a lot of people. And it's been, I think, it started in March.
Working better.
Yeah, it started in March and April for me. It worked awesome. And even May, but then June,
It
July.
never really worked for me that much. I had to
Well, it's because they got it from everybody.
Yeah, they already got to everybody. Exactly.
Yeah.
I had several people tell me, I've already had this done to me before. And I'm like, oh, great.
I know.
Right. Who are we friends with?
I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say by who. I just, okay, sorry.
So now we have to, like the word they're using now, the pivot. Yep. Now we have to pivot. Yep. And start with this. Yep. And maybe in 2 months, it's going to be something different again, because that's how it is. And so that's what I did. I printed my J's and I'm just messaging down that and getting into new conversations again. But yesterday, a lot of people didn't respond to me. And that's what's going to happen. There's going to be those days where no one responds to me. I didn't get any haps up, to tell you the truth.
Neither did I, but
I know
I got more today. Or in the daytime. I find more response, mid-afternoon to evening.
Yeah. I've been doing it in the morning during power hour, but then my day got busy and I couldn't message again later. But today I got a giveaway post up, and I've had 6 people post for me. 3, 4, 5, 6. But then I'm also asking the ladies that bought from me today, and they've put up a post as well. So, and then I gave away 2 giveaway host posts today, and those are getting comments because they had already posted a gummies post for me. So I gave them a giveaway one. So it's just just keep on going, but making things different every day as you go. That's the only way to get into new networks and new conversations. So it's just a matter of pivoting every day, it seems like.
Yep.
So anything else you guys want to share? I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I hope everything's well with your families. I always pray for you guys, for this team. You're always in my thoughts and prayers all the time, because I know you all have so much going on and still show up and still, get on power hours and meetings. And I really proud of you guys for showing up still.
Well, I appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you.
So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's been a rough few days, but I still show up and do what I got to do. But it's hard because I'm not myself 100%. So I can see it in my work, but there's nothing I can do right now. Things are just not the best. So we just do what we can.
Exactly. Right. And we're going to have those days. We're going to have those trials in our lives every time.
I agree.
But we just have to push forward.
I've been going to both the power hours the last couple of days because I haven't been able to sleep. When you don't sleep, you just do power hours, right?
Right. Well, so for next week, let's all reconvene and see how much things have turned around from our current state, the level of improvement.
We should do that, and see what we've had to change along the way during the week, because this business changes every week. I mean, it's been changing every month, the way we have to do things. And so, we should do that. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there we go.
Tacos and the
well,
macaroni.
If that's everything, I'll let you guys go. Get back to what you're doing. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday afternoon. Do you guys have any fun plans this weekend?
No.
Nope. I don't either. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be home.
Yvonne's waving over there. Hi, Yvonne.
Yeah, she's taking care of her son.
Yeah, she is.
Both of my kids are working, so it's only me and Addie.
It's just going to be me. I'm going to be here for myself for a while, so.
Yeah. That's good.
I'll probably pajama party. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about going over to the Farmington Days tomorrow and helping my friend. I have lots of friends that do that, like sell clothes and stuff like that. So I might go over and help them.
Cool.
Get out of the house for a minute.
Yeah, that'll
get
be
away
nice.
from this phone and this computer. I feel like the more I'm here, the less I do. when I'm gone, I get the customers.
I feel the same way. The busier I
Yeah.
am sometimes is
Yeah.
when I get the most people.
Right. Or on vacation. I remember last year at 4th of July, I remember it really well. It was probably my biggest time that I was out on vacation.